Hey everyone. Thanks for coming by to my stream today. Today is Wednesday, February 7th, 2018. And today we're going to play a scenario in Railway Empire. Let's go into the game. So, I was doing the last stream we did was on Sunday. I have a little story to tell about that, so, but I'll tell that later on. But the Sunday stream went pretty well. Well, except that I didn't complete the scenario. I streamed for about 7 hours on that day, and there was one last goal to increase your quarterly revenue to like 2.5 million or something, and I didn't really want to keep playing, so because it seemed like a really excessive goal. And there was actually one other optional goal too, which I couldn't figure out how to do. So instead, we're going to play a different scenario today, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so today's scenario is going to be looking here. So we played this guy last time. That's still set. You can see that it's not completed. And over here, today we're going to be playing one of these scenarios, probably this Northern Passage scenario. This is set in the what map is this? The Northwest. We haven't played this map yet before. And with the two scenarios here, there's actually two different ones. There's one actually set further in the future. It's a medium difficulty. But I'm going to go with this one. This will be hard difficulty. It's called Northern Passage. Following the first east-west connection, another transcontinental route should connect the northern territories with the rest of the nation and open up the wide, sparsely populated lands for agriculture and resource mining. But until that time comes, a good instinct for business is needed to keep the new rail lines afloat, economically speaking. I don't know why they added economically speaking there. That's a very weird choice there. Oh, hey Fred. Thanks for coming. Alright, so let's go choose this guy. We are starting in Miles City. I don't know where that is. Gonna keep the AI level there, realistic. Yeah, I think I'll keep all these settings the same. Just keep it as normie as possible.
Are you a man or a mouse? This is no time to hesitate.
Now, last time we played with the engineer. He is very useful, but I think this time we'll want to try something else.
Meticulous planning, tables.
Hey,
wish these guys would shut up.
Good idea to keep me waiting.
I'm not going to go with the gangster.
I pity those poor unsuspecting souls. They won't even realize that we've ripped them off.
So Trickster gets a discount on 20% discount on all locomotives and auctions. Might maybe get this person.
Simply don't have what it takes.
And then the lady gets increased ticket prices. I'm not sure if passenger service is really a good thing to get here.
Your search is over. You found what you're looking for, partner.
I think considering that we are trying to build a second connection to the Rockies here, I'm going to go with the general here. His benefit is track construction costs are 10% lower. So that might help us here.
Isn't my uniform fabulous? I designed it myself.
Okay, you can shut up though. We can just get into here.
It isn't finished with the transcontinental route. The sparsely populated states in the north also need to be better connected. Only in this way can agriculture grow and raw materials be transported. But you should be careful that your rail lines don't fall into the red even during the expansion.
Okay. Pine says the lady, are her feet okay? Yeah, I just noticed that. I don't know what kind of clothing she's wearing there. Okay, I'm pausing the game right now. I'm just gonna take a look around as per usual. Just analyze the situation here. So there's Miles City. Interestingly, there's already a track that goes off the screen. I'm not sure if that is that be useful in the mission. I have not looked at the task list yet, so we got down here Casper. Yeah, this is pretty mountainous actually. There's our competitor there, down in Cheyenne and Denver. Oh, I remember this part. In the very first campaign mission, we connected. Oh, there's, yeah, Cheyenne to Rock Springs, so they've done that already. Okay, this map goes quite a bit lower. There's Raton? Raton. I don't know how to pronounce that. Grand Junction, Flagstaff. A lot of cities not really familiar with. And we can look, I see the terrain on the other side of the Rockies here. It's still pretty mountainous, like, you have to kind of weave in between these little foothills here. Fred says, maybe she doesn't have feet, maybe she's a head suspended on a unicycle farms. Considering her attitude, I would not be surprised. Oh, and there's Spokane. Okay, so we're actually hitting this Spokane is a city on the very eastern part of Washington state. So further west from here would be Seattle, and Portland would probably be down here somewhere. I wish they had a map for that northwest region, the Pacific Northwest, that includes Seattle and Portland, but I guess the railway wasn't overly significant there. This is interesting music. Okay, let's go take a look at our task list. I may have to restart here. I'm gonna take a look because I don't want to. Because this is a hard difficulty mission, so I might need to try to get as much time as we want here. So by end of next year, connect 100,000 people to your rail network. A quarterly profit of 800,000. What? Okay, maybe that's not that bad. Build the attraction Yellowstone office in Gardiner. Where's Gardiner? I thought I saw it somewhere. Great Falls, Gardiner. Oh, this is Yellowstone Park. Oh, you can actually see, I think that's, you see the little Old Faithful there. That's a nice little touch they added to the game. And there's this little, I guess a little boiling lake there. Interesting. And actually the path through the mountains there is actually not too bad. You know, via Gardiner and Yellowstone there. Okay, so we definitely need to connect to Gardiner. That's a given. Connect Miles City and Spokane. Okay, so then after going through Gardiner, we have to go all the way back up here to Spokane. Probably through Idaho Falls, since that's a pretty close city there. And then transport a total of 10,000 passengers, a total of 5,000 freight cars. Ooh, so we have to get both of those. Achieve a quarterly revenue of $2 million from transporting mail only? Oh geez, maybe I should have gone with the lady this time. Oh well. And then buy out Beatrix's company. Holy shit, okay. Connect Miles City, so the optional task down here is Miles City and Kingman. Where the hell is Kingman? Kingman. Hope it's not like oh, way down here. Well, it actually looks like a fort, that town there. Male. Pine says male only, what about the female? Ha 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 ha. Ugh. And what's the other last one? Just deploy 5 express trains at the same time. Oh goodness. So actually, I didn't expect this. I was kind of expecting this mission to be more freight oriented, kind of almost like the last mission when we played in Texas, or the last scenario. But this is actually starting to look more like an express train scenario, which is good because that's different. But trying to, not too many cities and there are not too many industries around, so also I better identify which one is because there are 2 competitors here. I want to see which one is Beatrix. Okay, yellow. Is it this person down here? So this one's yellow. I'm not, for some reason this other one, Oh, it's all yellow. Okay, so it's only one competitor. They actually have... Oh. Oh dear. Oh, actually, they actually connected all the way from Denver to Elko. Interesting. And I'm pretty sure she's going to start expanding probably up northward where I'm trying to build. And that's going to be irritating, I think. Oh, I'm paused. Okay. I will restart the mission once, but before I do that, I just want to start thinking about where I want to build my stuff. Again, also, I think the industries in the towns actually change if you restart the mission. So I actually could get something worse or could get something better. So right now we have in Miles City a brewery, and in Billings we have a moo processing plant. But if you look around, yeah, there isn't too much in terms of goods. There's milk, dairy farm, but I don't think any of these cities accept milk. They're not large enough. Got Casper down here. Okay, I can see why this mission's hard. We've got a cattle farm that we could connect to Casper. That's actually not too bad there. There's also actually one down here to Billings. I don't see any grain that we can transport, so this brewery in Miles City is not going to get anywhere. The nice thing, though, it seems to be focused mostly on profit. So I don't have to focus necessarily on growing cities, but obviously, the larger the city I grow, the more passengers, the more stuff I can actually get out of it, and more profit. Ooh, there's actually a lot of stuff over here near Great Falls. There's a corn, sugar. That's really close. You could even maybe put a... Yeah, you could put a small train station there and it would actually capture. That's pretty nice. So, but Great Falls is over there. Okay. I'm going to restart, and I think the first line we're going to build will connect to Billings, and then we'll also bring the cattle train, or build a cattle line up to Billings as a start. And we can also maybe start a passenger service between Miles City and Billings to start off with as well. Okay. Alright, I'm going to restart. Fortunately, there's no video, but we're going to get the spiel from the old guy down there.
It isn't finished with the transcontinental route. The sparsely populated states in the north also need to be better connected. Only in this way can agriculture grow and raw materials be transported. But you should be careful that your rail lines don't fall into the red even during the expansion.
Okay, let's build our station here. I think... Okay, let's build the cattle line first, because I just want to make sure that's up and running while we start building our routes. We have to also try to avoid this mountain on the right. I'm going to build it over here. Lee cattle. And I have to get out of the habit of just building just 2 waypoints. I'm actually going to try to avoid that hill completely. There's a bridge here. I don't want a bridge. Okay, let me redo this. Let's move this over. Move this over a little bit. Try to get a better curve. There we go. Actually, I wonder if I should just go this way, because if I just go near... There's eventually going to be a track down to Gardner, so if I just go straight and then turn right, that might be a bit better. Track is colliding with itself. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, we can use this track, or at least put another track parallel to this for the line down to Gardner. So that's why I'm building it all the way that way. That looks pretty good. No tunnels, no bridges, some earthworks. Purchase that. And Okay, let's get some signals. Oh, so for those that missed Sunday's stream, there's now a trick. Well, I can't really show it because we're not doubling the track here. But you can actually hold the control key. And you can see right there that it will automatically, on this section of track, it'll automatically space out the signals for you. So I can actually make them one way like this if I hold shift as well. But since this will just be a single track for the kettle, I'm not going to do that right now. But eventually that will save us a lot of time. I wish I knew this before. But when we start doubling track, that'll be really nice. So, I think I'm going to actually start... Let's build that line. Woo woo. Freight only. What's our available? Baldwin 10-wheeler. Oh, and it's suitable for freight. That's perfect. We should get an express train if we can. Yeah, fine. It's not so much fancy new stuff, it's just stuff I didn't discover in the game. There's a lot of UI things that aren't really highlighted. Okay. I've spent more than half my money. I don't know if I can build this line. I guess I should. Actually, is that brewery being... Oh, there is a grain farm there. Oh, I did not see that one. Okay, that changes things because we could actually divert this. I was going to build the line straight away here, but maybe it should actually divert to this grain farm first. And then now that'll allow grain to go to the Mile City, and it'll have beer, and also grain directly can go to Billings as well. The problem here is I don't have enough money, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. I can get a bond for another 212. Okay, YOLO, let's do it. So I'm going to build a large train station because I want 2 tracks. I'm going to do the same sort of thing we've done before. We already have a station in Miles City, so I'm going to connect this up here. That look okay? It's a weird S curve. Let me just see, where else would we connect? Don't think there's anywhere else we could connect Miles City to, so I think it doesn't matter which track we use here. So let's buy this. Then I'm going to double this track, then I'll take out a bond in a sec here. Let's go double this up. And actually, I'm going to remove this little part here. We'll switch onto this track. I'm just thinking way ahead here. Eventually, if we want express service, we could build basically a bypass track that doesn't even go near grain, or this grain farm here. But for now, I'm not going to build that. I will build a passenger train, but it will have to go the long way. But eventually, we can build an express route, and it could actually use that other track there. So we'll do that. Yes, this is a weird S curve. Some pretty nice curves here. Okay. Oh, there's a mountain in the way. Okay, before we do this, let me go. I want some money. Let's go to the bank. Give me a bond. Thank you. All right. What's this connection bonus? Oh, jeez. I don't like that it's giving me this connection bonus now because I'm busy trying to do something else right now. And as we saw from last scenario, there's no indication in the game when that connection bonus will run out. So in the last scenario, I was connecting to something, but then just at the last minute, the bonus disappeared. And I did not get the bonus, and I was not happy about that. So, yeah, gotta watch out for that sort of thing. Okay, that's pretty cheap actually. And we will double this guy. I think for now I will just have this switch over. like this, but eventually I think I will expand Billing Station to a large train station and move this cattle line over. And then we'll have a through service between here, because we'll eventually want to connect to Gardner. Okay, okay, now I can actually show you the signaling. So here's how it works. First I'm going to start just building this end here, like this. But then, if I hold the Control and Shift keys, you can see, if I even just hold Control, you can see there's signals there. And you can, if I hold Shift, now they're all one way. So I just have to click once. And you can see that it's built all the signals for me. I don't have to worry about doing them individually. It does a pretty good job. Sometimes sometimes it does miss, like at the very end, but that's okay. You can just do it. Like right here, for example, it's missed this signal out of the station, which I'm going to add right now. And same thing we can do on this section here. So, and make sure we actually go in the right direction here. There we go. And usually I just build the initial signal first, so just that it knows where to start off with. So we can do this. And then this. And that saves us so much time. There. Okay, so there's our track. And we actually have some money left over to build some trains. I'm going to start off with the express train. Actually, hold on. Can I research anything? Is there express train I can get? Actually, there are no express trains available for a while. There's a mixed train, the Inyo, but that's quite a bit away. So I guess we'll have to. Unfortunately, for the express train, I'm gonna have to use a freight train for that, which is not ideal. Okay, so I mean, it's not. I mean, this train's capable of pulling passengers and mail, but it's just not its forte, so to speak. Okay, so there's our express train. Now let's build another line. I'm gonna actually get it to start from Mile City, just to be consistent here. Freight only. And potentially we could have 2 freight trains maybe on this line. And there we go. And that's actually shipping beer already. So looking at our task again, we need to connect 100,000 people on our rail network. So far we've connected both just Mile City and Billings. Connecting Gardner would help in that goal. I think there's actually another 15,000 here. But I do expect both of these cities will grow a little bit. So once that happens, hopefully that should be enough to get to 100,000. TCTC says that's a lie, Pine. The best lines are arrow straight and high speed. Well, if you guys want to have a debate about that, you can go ahead. I'm actually pausing the game right now because I do want to talk about some other stuff. So, here's a story. Actually, I'll let the game run for a little bit. Maybe we can get. No, I'll pause it because I think I might take another loan and then connect to Gardner and just do that. But yeah, no. Basically, I did a stream on Sunday. Actually, had some nice viewership. I know not a lot of the regulars here were actually there, but most of the new viewers I got from people on the browse page. So they actually just came in wondering, checking out my stream, which is pretty nice. The thing is, the reason I did it on Sunday was I had what I thought I needed to do some in real life stuff on Monday, but it turns out that I misunderstood, and the event was actually planned for next Monday, because next Monday is actually a holiday here in where I live. So, so what's gonna happen is, the next stream, well, after Friday, I'll have to move the stream again from Monday to Sunday next week. So, apologies for that. Yeah. But this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. Okay. I'm gonna save the game right now just in case, because I'm paranoid. And because I think, yes, I am very silly. Thanks, Fred. Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I promise, I hope that'll be the last Sunday stream. Though again, I kind of wonder maybe I should be doing more Sunday streams because, I mean, it's the weekend. You usually get more people available to watch. And it might be a good way of maybe just getting new viewers. But, I don't know. Either way, I do like that you guys are here. I kind of want to balance between getting new people in here and catering to the regulars. Okay. How much of a bond will you give me? 233,000. I can use that track there to connect a gardener. Or I could spend the money to build that express track right now, so the express trains don't have to go a long way around. No, I think no. We need to connect a gardener, because the goal of the game, at least the immediate goal, is to connect to as many cities as we can. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go get the loan. We are spending quite a bit in loans here, so I gotta be careful. Make sure this is worth my while. Okay, let's start off a small train station in good old Gardner. And now it has to go through this little mountain pass. I will start off by building a parallel track to this thing, and we'll figure out how to do everything else later. Okay, so we're going to go up a little bit here. I guess we can just go through this way. Actually, that was not too bad. Oh geez, that's a bridge. That's a... Whoa, that's a bad tunnel. I don't want that. Crap. I have to... How do I cancel this thing? Hold. Okay, I have to hold and click out of it. So there's a big incline here, which I'm not too happy with. I'm going to try moving the... Make maybe a tighter curve here, so it's not as bad. So you see it's still a 12% incline. Okay, 6%, that's not too bad. Okay. It's actually a little bit closer to this, to Yellowstone Park here, so... At the very least, people will have, some scenery to look at. Okay, this will cost us 100,000. I'm actually thinking maybe I should have a separate line for now, because I don't have enough. I don't really have the money at the moment. Let's see. I could make the I could just make it passenger service only, but the thing is, I do want a freight train down there as well. And I kind of want to make this into a main line. Okay. I think I can't really double the track right now because that's already too expensive. Let's see, if I double this track, how much will that cost? I also need to make sure I have enough trains to actually... Yeah, that one's going to cost us 78,000. That's not exactly what I want right now. Do I? Maybe? I mean, no, yeah, because another train's going to cost about, if I recall correctly, 63,000, and that's... Oh, I also have I haven't built any Crap, I should fix that problem too. I haven't built any supply towers, I always forget to do that. So in that case, I'm gonna build it over here. Build one supply tower there. And we also need a maintenance yard, which we'll build in Billings. So there goes our money. Too bad about that. Where is our... Actually, that's the wrong one. Construct maintenance building. Okay, so there's our money, all gone. I have a track here, though. So I could just wait until we get a little bit more money and maybe just set up a mixed train just between these two cities. Just for now. And later on we can then figure out how to redo this track. Okay, actually we already have enough money, so let's go set up a line from, let's start with Billings to Gardner. And we'll go, actually, no, we're going to go automatic here. And this will load up some of the meat coming out of this factory into Gardner. And eventually we'll start to see some passenger and mail service also, I hope. And yeah, that's pretty much all our money. And I have 2 bonds, so this is going to be kind of nasty. Well, I should also build a supply tower on this side too. Whoops. Well, I'll wait for the 30,000 to fill up. While we're waiting, yeah, so back to the whole Sunday stream thing. Yeah, I'll try to stream more on Monday. I'll still be doing the Friday stream this week. I'm gonna try to play some Interplanetary. I hope that stream's gonna go well because the last time LD and I played Interplanetary, there was the game had some network issues. I'm not sure if it was the game or maybe my internet was being weird, but LD and I were still talking on Discord while we were playing the game, and that wasn't affected, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But if you don't know, Interplanetary is sort of like an indie game where you build up like your own planet, building like power plants, mines, but the whole goal of the game is to destroy another planet by shooting like railguns, missiles, lasers, all through space. And it's a realistic physics simulation, so you have to actually aim your shots properly. Otherwise, you might end up shooting yourself or just missing completely. So that part of the game is pretty fun. Let's get the supply tower up. Let's put it right here. Actually, I think this guy, yeah, this train needs supplies desperately. Yeah, and we will be playing with Chief Bozex, who is an admin on my Minecraft server. So I noticed he also has the game, so I invited him. So we'll see how that goes. If any. Okay, so we got 100 innovation points. We could get this precision components thing, but I'm just looking around and seeing if there's anything better here. Oh, actually there is an express train. The Reno. The sister model of the Inyo uses coal instead of wood as fuel. Oh, interesting. Otherwise it's very similar to the Inyo. So we could get that. And this stuff down here increases our passenger profit, which is actually one of our goals. No, our goal is actually to try to get revenue from mail. By Trisha Jones Company. Oh, actually that's... Oh, the competitor actually changed. This is now Trisha Jones's company, not Beatrix. So it's actually a different personality actually controlling the competitor. Decapod. I don't have enough money to actually get that one. So I'll have to leave that one alone. And she's gonna get that one. Also, build the attraction Yellowstone office in Gardner. I want to see how much that is. Okay, no, we can't even Can I look in city buildings? Oh, there it is. 100,000. But also, gardener has to grow to a point where I can actually build that attraction, and that requires 60,000. So that kind of implies that I need to actually expand further out from gardener. There's actually a logging camp there. There's a fruit stand over there. And some grain over here. I think gardener has a brewery, yeah. So we can connect down to this wood and grain and grow gardener, and because we'll need to do that in order to build the Yellowstone office. Okay, Billings is growing. That's good. Oh, we already have 70,000 on our rail network. That's good. And we are making a profit even with all these bonds. So yeah, I think we're on the right track. No pun intended. But that's the thing with the early game. There really isn't much you can do, especially with this difficulty, the hard difficulty on this mission. You just sort of have to just build the right track, the right lines, and hope it works. It seems to be working, but it's going to take a while. I find that once you usually hit a point in the game where you get so much, you're just generating so much money that everything just becomes easy. I noticed that in the last campaign mission in California, where we were just kind of struggling for a bit, and then eventually we found the lines that actually made us money, and we just built the track all the way to Salt Lake City, and that was the end of the game. But right now we're not yet at that stage. Oh, Gardner just grew too. That's good. So 20,000 there. Yeah, this meat factory in Billings is, I think, definitely contributing to the growth of all three of these cities, which is great. Okay. Oh, by the way, I was starting to look at subscription emotes again, and I actually took a harder look this time. I have some reference images that I have now. I think I'm gonna go with because you get 3 emote slots, though most of the time most people are not going to get the higher sub tiers, because there's no real need for that. Actually, let's go get these 2 here. Actually, I don't know if I should save up for the Reno, because I actually don't need to. Yeah, let's save up for the Reno. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with like the $4.99 sub emote will probably be. I haven't decided whether it's a steam train or a high-speed train. It'll have also a word on it, like maybe high or hype. Probably hype, I think, because hype train makes a lot of sense. And then, yeah, I also have to. I'm probably gonna hire an artist for that. There's a lot of services on like Fiverr, you know, that website where you can actually pay an artist to make those emotes. The cost for them is it ranges. If you want a really low quality one, that usually goes around like $20 Canadian for 3 emotes. Whereas if you want something a bit more quality, it goes to about maybe 50 or more, or $50 or more. So Fred asks, why not just ask someone to do it for free? I could do it, but I do feel like I do want to support artists, because, you know, it is a skill that I do admire, and I think they should be monetarily compensated for that. And also, there's also the question of ownership of that emote after it's been completed. If you pay for it, then the questions around whether you can use it not just as an emote, but maybe as logos and stuff. If I can gain commercial use of that, then I don't have to worry about that sort of thing because I paid for it. Whereas if I ask someone to do it for free, it gets a little iffy there. I'm not sure if... Also, I don't know. I don't think... If someone wants to do it for free, then sure. But I would rather... I would rather compensate someone for their time and their effort for that sort of thing. Oh, I actually still have my double track here. Should we... Yeah, I think it might be time to... Let's... Actually, no, maybe... So I'm thinking maybe I should build this double track, but I think we're doing okay with this mixed train. Actually, let me we're actually making quite a bit of money already, which is great. You can see there's a mixed train, and it's taking... Yeah, it's not even full, but it's taking some beer out. I think what I'm going to do is actually start considering connecting down here. Maybe starting off this wood, this logging camp, just to try to grow Gardener a little bit faster. And to do that, I think we're going to need to actually expand this station. And I have to build a station here, but that already took up some of our money there, so I'm actually going to wait a bit. Okay, so yeah, next thing we'll expand to this wood. I also am eyeing this grain, because if I can get the grain, that'll feed beer into Gardener. We could also feed another line, extend the line even to Idaho Falls, which would be great. And get more people on our network. We got 80,000 already. That's good. Fred says my art isn't high quality enough for monetary support. I don't think I agree with that, even if... I guess, at the end of the day, I think when it comes to emotes, I do want some level of quality, though. So... Like... I guess, how do I want to say this? Like... I guess, yeah, eventually the person who's receiving the emotes will have to make a judgment of whether it's good enough or not. And... if I'm paying you for it and I don't like it, I'm still probably going to pay you because you still made the effort. It's just fair. I don't know if you actually follow Twitter or anything, but there was actually a if you know the streamer Gross Score, yeah, don't watch his stream. It's not the greatest, but there was a controversy where he fired one of his video editors because he didn't want to pay for what he thought was like shoddy quality. Like, not, or I think it was just like the video wasn't long enough, so he just refused to pay that person. But still, that person did put in effort and time, and I think it's only fair to compensate someone for that time. But some people don't necessarily agree with that philosophy. Okay, let's build our little line down to this wood logging camp. I'm just trying... Yeah, I'll build it on the left side here because I think I will use this station as a passing point. Like, we'll have other trains also heading down to this grain farm eventually. But I'll put this station in first. And this is a very short track. I don't think it's going to cost us very much. I'm going to try to avoid this rock outcropping over here. Okay, that's a weird... Nope, no. Bad game. What the hell, game? Shift. Okay, I have to remove all these really ridiculous looking points. Okay, so I got 30,000 left. By building this line, though, I need another maintenance yard in Gardener, probably. And also a supply tower, which, it's a lot of infrastructure that you need first before you get going here. Alright. So yeah, I don't know if I was really clear about my philosophy with paying, like... I mean, if you want to offer making an emote, then I'm totally open to look at it. But I do have the right to say whether I think it's good enough or it's appropriate for the channel. So, and I do want this emote will be here for a while. I think. I mean, possibly forever on the channel. It'll be. I don't think it could never change. So I want to make sure I try to get it right at least the first time. I am only paying a person just a one-time fee. So, yeah. Okay, let's build a supply tower. I'm gonna actually put it as close to the station as I can because actually let me over here because I can imagine that we're gonna build another track to Idaho Falls along that route. Then I'll wait till we get 80,000 so we can get the maintenance yard here. Check our research. So we got a few more points till we get the Reno. Do I have to consider? I'm gonna get the Reno. I might as well also build this bypass track because the express train is gonna catch up with the freight train, and then it's gonna be kind of useless at that point. Pine says, as an economicist, your payment discussion reminded me of game theory, with wage contracts dependent on output and effort, with hidden information and various constraints. Adjusts glasses. I should have maybe said that in a more nerdy voice. Yeah, it's. I don't know what it's about me, but it's. I feel a slight level of uncomfortableness, anxiety maybe when I pay someone for a service. Like I contract someone for a service. Never really done it before, at least in recent memory. So it's a little bit like, I mean, it's different from like, going to like Amazon or going to the store, because that's pretty simple. Like, I want a taco from this fast food place. I give you money, you give me taco. But here it's a little different because it's I'm getting a service, and then I pay someone to draw something. I might not there's a chance that I might not like it. So, like, probably a higher chance, I would say, than say just buying a good. So in that case, then I would have to like go back to them and say, okay, can you make this change? A lot of the artists on Fiverr, though, they do offer unlimited or some revisions, so that's good. But I don't know. I just feel a little anxiety of just of asking someone for this because it could just go all wrong, and I might be wasting my money. Pine says, you made me sound like an old man. Well, like a fancy mustache and monocle. Oh, if I wanted to do that, I'd probably go for an English accent, which I don't know if I can do right now. You have to be in the right mindset to do that. Let's see, English accent. Tally ho. No, that's not it. Yeah, no, I can't. It's also when you do accents, it's also awkward because people are listening to that, and you're gonna make a fool of yourself. So, how quaint. Yes, very much. No, that's not an English accent. I should listen to LD more, maybe, or pretty much any of the other members of the MRT server that are from there. Okay, can I has maintenance building? Actually, you know what? I'll build the line first and then build the maintenance building, because I'm crazy like that. So 10-wheeler. Because this thing actually doesn't need maintenance immediately, but it will start complaining if I don't forget, which I probably will forget because I did that a lot in the last mission. TCT says you can't just say words, assume it's an accent. Can confirm what kind of. The problem with my accents is they go all over the place. get the Reno here quickly. Like I'll start off with an English accent, and it turns French, and it turns German, and yeah, like yeah, and then it turns Austrian, yeah, get to the chopper, and all that. You know, it just goes. Then turns Italian. I don't know. Like, don't touch my spaghetti and all that. But I can't. I have trouble having a consistent accent, I should say. Yeah, I need to get used to it because I mean, the whole point of the stream is to entertain you guys, and make it interesting for you. So it's gonna take me. I will ask you for your patience. I'm working on it. It's something I have to get used to. Especially, honestly, for the last year or so, I've been kind of just, you know, stuck at home most of the time, not really interacting with people. So I don't actually talk in real life very much. I'll talk with sometimes on Mumble or Discord with the people on my Minecraft server, and maybe talk with my friend, at least the ones I have left. But other than that, yeah, there's not really much I can do. Yeah, my German accent, I like Germany. Germany. When I went to Europe about a few years ago. Berlin was my favorite city when I visited. And it's a German accent you can definitely make fun of a lot. Like, yeah, we are moving to Gardner. Yeah, we go see the old faithful. Yeah. Oh, look at the steam. Yes. Yeah. Oh, don't fall into the pool. It's very hot. Yeah. Ooh, 100,000. Oh, now we can build our maintenance yard. I better not forget. 80,000. These maintenance buildings are expensive. Yes. Yeah, well, this train is not doing very well anymore. It's I had a suspicion about this one because it was such a short line. It might have to be eliminated because it's not doing very well anymore. It must be not good, not efficient. 9, not efficient. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's the quintessential thing to say as a German, right? Like, don't all Germans say yeah? Yeah. Okay, 45,000, 93,000 on this goal. Gardner's still growing. I think it's because we're now shipping wood, so that's good. Yeah, sehr good. Yeah, it is very good. But I want more. I want to get the grain here. The for the bread for the fatherland. Yeah. Making a fool of myself. Okay. So I did notice there were some other places we could expand. There's a vegetable farm hidden over here, which I could build a little line from Billings. I just want to take a look here. How are you doing, Billings? Okay, no, vegetables are not accepted here. It's like MasterCard or American Express. No vegetables allowed in Billings. We don't like healthy foods. We haven't, the hippies haven't moved in there yet. The vegans and all that. So Fred says, I have a kind of similar thing, but not really with you, Frumple. I don't really have any friends in real life, and I don't actually verbally communicate too much. I'm kind of awkward and stutter a lot, but I find it much easier to communicate through typing, though I'm not too good at spelling. No, I feel you, Fred. That's, when I grew up, I didn't have very many friends either. And those that I did have, I don't know, they didn't seem like genuine friends, and I'm actually still dealing with that to this day, even with the friends that I've made in my 20s and 30s. I should say so-called friends, because they don't bother reaching out. They're busy with their own stuff. So I question whether they're really friends or not. I'm sorry, Pine. Hey, no, it's a game. I mean, look, it says you need 45,000 citizens for vegetables, and then even then you need another 5,000 for fruit. So I mean, don't blame me that people want to eat beef and corn and, you know, sugar. That's their diet. Really. You're gonna choke me with your broccoli. I'd like to see you try. Okay, let me just go check my trains because I'm a little concerned. Okay, so they're making money. I'm noticing we're not making as much money. Yeah, I could just go and connect to Idaho Falls right now and just get that over with. Ooh, excuse me. And we can't get any more loans. See, I think I'm just gonna wait for. I mean, actually, this goal just says you just need to connect people. So I think I'm just gonna. Actually, I could just build the station right now. Let's build Idaho Falls. Actually, I can probably make that wood line go down here too. Maybe build it like this. And I can connect this up like that. So that's going to cost 61,000. But I think that's mainly because there's a bridge there. So we do this. So if I do this a little bit more gently like Bob Ross makes his paintings. I'm trying to see if I can avoid this whole hill here, but I guess we'll have to just dig a trench through it. Let's try to straighten this out. Like that, maybe. Okay, that's not too bad.
A large number of citizens are already profiting from your rail network.
Pine says, connecting people. Is this stream sponsored by Nokia? Nope. Even then, if Nokia offered to sponsor, I don't think I would accept that because I'm not really a big fan of Nokia. Okay, since we've actually connected these two towns, I'm actually going to turn this train into a mixed train now. So mixed, automatic, and I'm just going to delete both of these. So start from Idaho Falls, go here and back. But eventually, yes, we're gonna extend this main line from Billings all the way to Idaho Falls, I think, and replace these mixed trains. But for now, this one train on each section should be fine. Has this competitor been expanding? Yep, so the competitor is expanding. Saw that sugar extension there. I don't think I saw this corn line down here. So I have to watch out for that person because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to connect to that grain farm right outside Salt Lake City at some point. And if I was really adventurous, I could just go into Salt Lake City also. There's actually a clothing or cloth factory there. Oh, there's actually a cotton farm right down there too. Because Salt Lake City is quite large, and it's probably the largest city, or one of the largest cities on the map. So definitely adding that to the network will be good. Okay, so the next goal is to, oh dear, achieve a quarterly profit of $800,000. And I don't know how we're going to do that, to be honest. Oh, this is actually going down now because I don't think I got enough wood. Or something's going on. Where's the meat train? Oh, it just broke down. I see. Okay, well, we're gonna try this out, and 800,000 is a pretty lofty goal to achieve by the end of next year. We're definitely not going to get a time bonus for this. And interestingly, after 1872, the next goal is 1875. So, yeah, really, this mission really puts the pressure on you early, but once you get past that part, and you can take your time a little bit. So, ride this train here. I like they have the American flag on the train. That's a nice touch. So what were we talking about? We were talking. I was talking about emoticons, and then suddenly we started talking about accents. I don't know how we got to that point. And I don't know. The music, yeah, Johnson, the music in this game is quite good. It is. It does make you feel like you're in the Wild West, building the first railways. So some of the music is kind of ragtimey too, which is, I don't know. I think it would be more appropriate if we were later on in the game, like in the 1900s or something. But it's okay. Like, I'm not going to complain about it too much. Okay, so I'm starting to see an issue here. So the Billings-Gardner train, our mixed train between those two cities, most of it's actually passengers and mail. There's not enough meat getting in there. So that indicates to me that we need to start thinking about doubling up the track up to Gardner and then putting in that express train, which I think it's time to do right now. Oh, there's a ragtime song. Okay, here's a funny part. I want to switch onto this track, but it says no, I don't like you. The switch is too close to an existing track. What the hell do you mean by that? Regardless, though, up to that point, it's already costing us 82,000. Fred says, ragtime started to show up about 50 years later, though it's technically from the 1890s. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not a music buff. I don't know my history. But I do know, yeah, 1870 or 1850 seems a bit too early to be playing ragtime since it hasn't been invented yet. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep the game unpaused, and then we need enough money to build the express train. Actually, let me go check. We unlocked the Reno. I can actually unlock some other things here too. Increase profits from transported mail. Sure. Since one of our goals is to improve this, I'm gonna go focus on that. And what was I gonna do? Yeah, let's go check how much does the Reno cost. Oh, wow, 30,000. That is, oh, that's actually cheaper than the Baldwin. It's a good deal. I could actually save some money right now, I think, by replacing that express train. Where is that train? This one? I think it's this one. Yep. So if I replace this train with the Reno right now, I'll actually get some money back, which is great. And now it's also more appropriate for express service. So that's a bonus. And suddenly we just received a whole bunch of money, so let's build our track. First, I'm actually going to remove part of this here. And we'll connect this up. And for this track to the cattle farm, I think we'll start off with, because I don't have enough money to expand this station. That'll cost us 100,000. Maybe eventually I will. So just to start off with, I'm just gonna make a switch here. And then we'll have a crossover switch so the cattle train can get back there. Eventually, I think there could be room for a second cattle train there to deliver more moo-moos. But for now, I think we're gonna go with this. So unfortunately, we got a bunch of trains. Oh, where'd the cattle train go? Just saw it there, it just disappeared. Well, where'd it go? Cattle Building Gardener. Lee Cattle Billings. Where is this train? Oh, it actually... It sort of jumped to the station. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is wait for this... Oh, I guess it's going to go down that track anyway. Oh, there they go. They're racing. But yeah, I'm going to... Once those trains leave, I'm going to put in... Actually, let me start putting the signals in. I'm going to do... Start this one here. And then for this section, I hope it's going to be smart enough to space them out. Let me actually put some ones at the end here. Okay. And we can do this and that. And then I am hoping... Yeah, so it actually did not do this part over here, which I'm going to do on my own. Actually, it actually built two signals here. That's kind of overkill. I'm going to put one signal here. It's going to be two-way, just in case the train needs to stop there, in case there's some other train over here. Let's wait for that train to go back to the cattle farm. Oh, and Reno has hit a new record. That's good. It's good for express trains. And then we can finish this off here. So I'm gonna leave this here for now. Or maybe, I don't know if I have to finish. Let me finish doing these signals actually. Let's put in... Doesn't want me to put a signal here. I guess I'll put my own. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, I'm not gonna build... I want to eventually expand the main line all the way down here. But I'm going to do it all in one go, all the way to Idaho. Because I think that'll be more efficient. So we've already doubled this track to Gardner. So now, I'm actually going to just see how much will it cost to go down here. Though I think I have to upgrade this station first. So, oh, do I have a supply tower? Because maybe I don't need a supply tower. So I'm going to upgrade this station. So there's two tracks. And then let's see if I... Nope, that's not, it's too far there. I want to... For now, the train will terminate at Idaho Falls. So that's going to cost 30... So this portion right here is going to cost 35,000. And I'm sure this portion will cost maybe about the same. So we'll need to wait for some money to come in before we do that. But once we have this whole double section, then I can add some more trains, I think. So Billings to Gardner there. And this train's still loading up on cattle. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this train... Yeah, we could definitely get a second train here, I think. That'll... I'm noticing there's a lack of meat coming out of Billings. So maybe we should just focus on this one first. Could also get rid of this signal and just go ahead and upgrade this station. There's a lot of little things I can do. And that one just broke down. Great. Good job, train. So, Billings cannot be reached. What? Oh, whoops. Whoops. I need to build a... I'm just gonna build a temporary switch here. There you go. Still can't go to Billings? What is wrong with you? Oh, because of this signal. Whoops. Let's fix that. There we go. No? Still can't go to Billings. Why? There's something I'm missing here? Oh yes, because once it gets to Billings it can't turn around. Shit, okay. So... well, I've done this wrong. I've screwed this up. I have screwed this up already. Maybe I should just remove this train here and just make it double to Gardner. But I kind of want to just do it all in one go, as I said. So that one just broke down again. God damn it. Crap. 1872. Okay. Definitely need more trains. So this gets to Billings. I see. Okay. There's the freight train coming there. Okay, I'm gonna do... You know what? I'm gonna sell this train right now. I'm gonna get some money back from that. And now we're gonna fix this thing we've got here. Unfortunately, we got both of these trains here right now, but let's, at the very least, I can fix... So we're gonna leave this switch here because that's for the cattle train. They'll eventually get back on that track. We'll fix that later. And then for this portion down here, we can probably get rid of this thing. We've already doubled this track here, so it's just a matter of connecting this up. It'll cost 26,000. And then we connect this guy up. Okay, so I'm gonna start signaling. Though I do need a track. Okay, hold on. We do have the wood train here. Or this mixed train here. So we have to integrate this train as well into our network. And that's gonna be fun to do, I think. Yeah, once this one reaches Idaho Falls, I'm gonna sell this one too, and then we'll just redo it all. So that one's gonna sell. Make some money there. Okay, then I'm gonna delete the train. Okay, now let's put our signals in. And we'll build that portion. And that's a really bit large spacing there. I'm not sure if I agree with that. The game doesn't want me to put a signal there. Okay, so now we have a straight... Double checking this, so Idaho Falls to this wood logging camp, to Gardner, past Yellowstone here. Oh, there's actually an arch over here. That's pretty cool. And then over here, that looks fine. We just need to fix this part here. And also redo the tracks. Let me get rid of this thing here. Okay, now, with the existing trains that we only have 2 of them. Let's fix the itineraries. So there's the grain train, or sorry, the freight train. And I'm actually going to, yeah, so let's remove that one. We'll go to Gardner. This logging camp down here, and then back. So that's going to be one big long main line. I don't think we're going to... Yeah, I don't think we're going to expand any further. So Idaho Falls will sort of become... Or either Gardner or Idaho Falls will become our, I guess, terminus. Or maybe it'll turn to a junction where we'll add other lines from there. And same thing for our new express train. Though this one's going to just stop at the cities. So Billings, Gardner, Idaho Falls, Gardner, and Billings. And now we can also start to consider cloning these trains. But I think I'm going to try to space these trains out a little bit. So we'll wait for these 2 guys to get over there. Or maybe when they reach Gardner or Billings. And I could also... How's our cattle train doing? Okay. See, the cattle train does something weird because it switches back onto this left track here, then back on over here. So that's why I want to try to eventually upgrade this station and have dedicated tracks for us to offload the moo-moos. And I'm also noticing that the express trains, this guy's stuck behind this slow-ass freight train. If I put the express track between here, that'll help. But along this route here, there could be an express track maybe bypassing this logging camp, I think, but... Yeah, not much I can do there. I think I really like this game just for the fact that you have both these sort of categories of trains, and yet you can start to think about how to make the express trains run on time while still allowing freight trains. It's kind of like real life in some ways because a lot of traffic on railways nowadays is freight. But if you want to have passenger service on it, you gotta sort of sneak it in and find where the track is actually available. Okay, let's clone the... I'm gonna wait for the express train to move in because I want it to be in front, maybe. Yeah, this freight train's slow ass, and I mean, it's making lots of profit, but it's keeping this guy from moving. Fred says, or you could build a new route for passenger trains. Yeah, I could do something similar to what I did in one of the scenarios where I built that dedicated express train through Indianapolis. But the thing is, with this map, there isn't too many alternate cities I could connect to, so that's why I'd rather just build this bypass track. Okay, so there's that train. Let's build the freight train behind it. It's gonna be kind of a weird... This one's going 34 miles per hour. This express train, oh geez, 53. So eventually, yeah, having a separate track for the express trains would also make a lot of sense. Let's clone this freight train. I think that's going to load up on some delicious beer. Okay. And think we'll definitely add another set of trains here, because this is a pretty long line. I have the money for it. There goes our beer. Pine says, "Oh my god, have y'all heard the broccoli song?" I have not. I don't know what that is. What is the broccoli song? Tim Tob is asking, did you finish Black Gold? No, unfortunately, I didn't have time off stream to try to finish it myself and see whether maybe I could have gotten the optional task to deliver petroleum. Maybe I'll do that sometime soon. But for all intents and purposes, I think I have completed the mission. It's just the rest of the mission seems like a grind to get more profit there. So I see a link in chat, but I'm not sure if I should click it. Let me go just keep on cloning some of these trains though, because I just want to make sure the money is pouring in. Where's my express train? Is that you? Okay, that is you. Okay. So if I do take this guy. Pine says, "Don't pause your game for this. It's hilarious though." Okay. Maybe we'll play. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to play it on stream. Maybe before the break or something. If I do a break today. I kind of made a mistake from last stream where I only took one break and during the whole 7 hours, and that was tiring. Where are you, freight train? Freight train. Hello. Clone you. Okay, so now we have 3 express trains and 3 freight trains on that line. Let's see if I can upgrade a few more things here. So there's all this other stuff above here which deals with, looks like power of my locomotives, which maybe I should have unlocked. Ticket prices for passengers. Maintenance requirements for locomotive. That's a good one to get. There's also some there's a bunch of mixed trains which I'm probably not going to bother with. The next big freight train though, the Mastodon, which is actually slower. What's this thing? Refrigerated warehouses. Oh, that's a good one to get. Increases the transportation fee for a freight car.
Did you bring your big wallet with you?
No, Tim Top says petroleum can be built in cities over 110,000 people. Okay. The thing is, the scenario doesn't tell me anything like that. It doesn't actually give me any sort of hint about that. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, you'd think that the game would at least show me that the industry is available. Like, if the industry was available, but not, I didn't have enough population, it should show in this menu and say, oh, you need more population, but I don't know. Something they can improve in the user interface, I think. Okay, Miles City's having some problems. I think it's because there hasn't been a meat shipment in that direction for a bit. Let's add a 4th express train. You can see, oh, there's quite a bit of passenger and mail service coming out of there. And I'll also build our 4th freight train. So I think by this point, yeah, we can see that the first passenger and freight trains are now arriving in Gardiner. Oh, actually, they're actually quite a bit farther back than I expected. Oh well. Tim Tup says you have to destroy one factory and build it. Yeah, I was aware of that. I was actually trying to do that in what was the name of the city? Shreveport, or in this scenario. So I built to try to prevent the competitor from taking over that slot, that factory slot, or having another like a private ownership, a private industry take it, I built my own industry there. I think it was like a cloth factory or something. And so I built that there. It wasn't making any profit, I think. And then if I saw the petroleum factory come out, or the refinery, I guess, then I would destroy that and place it in there. But I don't know. No one told me that you needed 110,000 people. So, okay, 1972. Oh dear. Yeah, no, our profit sucks right now. It might be because maybe we just added a whole bunch of trains, because I noticed that some of these trains are not registering any sort of profit right now. It's also possible we might have too many trains on this line. That one's shipping beef over.
Impressive. That was really fast.
Okay. I think it's time to... Okay, so they've connected to this grain farm here. I'm trying to decide whether I should expand this cattle operation. I think maybe I should, because I don't think there's enough... I have a suspicion there's not enough meat being produced in this city. So I think we're going to now upgrade this station. And I'm going to change this line over. Let's see where the train is right now. I don't see it. I think it's over here. There it is. So I'll wait for that one to clear, and then I'll remove these switches and build a dedicated track, and then probably double this track so we can add a second train onto this. Okay, there it goes. Let's remove these switches. They're not necessary anymore. No, not that. Fuck. I have to rebuild this section here. Stupid game. Okay, let's remove this part. Object in use. I have to wait for this train to keep moving. Actually, there's no signal on that part. I guess... I see. Okay, let me put a couple signals there. Maybe that'll make it like that. There we go. Build this section here. And I'll share that supply tower there. Now for doubling this track... Ooh, I don't know. Not exactly sure what to do there. Let's remove this signal here. So wait for a little bit more money to come in before I start doubling this track. We'll keep that train there. I guess I should also maybe have some space for express trains here, but I'll try to do that much later. Okay, actually, let's see if I can double the track now. Yeah, it's gonna cost 48,000. Okay, no, we can do this. So before that train leaves the cattle farm, I'm gonna put the signals in right now. And I'll use the magic of the control key to build the rest of our signals. And it should be... yeah, when it gets to this supply tower, it starts to freak out a little bit. So I'm gonna put these back. Okay, good. And then we'll wait for some more money to build the second cattle train. And, we'll basically clone this thing. Okay, that's good. So our quarterly profit's gone up. We're at 284,000. So definitely this main line here is good. Oh, that's good. It's loading up wood. It's good to see. Here's the beer train. It's actually not completely full there. Nice. So, okay, so after we clone this train, I think the next step will be to get down here to get this grain and feed that into Gardner for some beer. And Billings still doesn't accept vegetables, I think. Yeah, it wants sugar. I don't see any way around. There's a milk farm down here. Which I'm actually wondering, is Billings large enough for that? Milk is from 40,000 citizens. So I'm not gonna get anywhere there. What's this thing? Oh, that's a mountain. Oh, there is a sugar farm way down here, past the cattle farm. We could extend it that way if we wanted to. Let's clone our cattle train. And we also get some more innovations. Let's so do we want the Mastodon? I don't know. The Shay Class B way over here seems really good too. But we need to unlock 9 innovations before we get that. This is a pretty strict improvement on the Baldwin. Oh, actually this increases the number of passengers as well. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I'm just gonna try to get to the Shay, but we'll need to unlock some other things too. So I'll have to go through some other innovation paths to get that. I should also look at maybe building some more supply towers. I think... Is there a supply tower over here? No, there isn't. Okay. Let's build one over here, maybe. I think so. Should be. There's one here, one there, and I think there should be one. I should probably put one on this side of Gardner, the east side here, because the next one's way over here near Billings. Let's put that one in. So right next to the Yellowstone Park area. Seems like a good spot. DCTC asks, slightly unrelated to this game, but what's the biggest drama you've had on the MRT server? Oh, we've had a colorful history. Most of the drama that we usually have tends to be, the biggest dramas tend to be players that have been banned from the server. And when they get banned, they, a lot of them don't agree with getting banned, so they throw a tantrum on the server. They start harassing players in and out of game in some cases. They start logging in with fake accounts and they basically show that they're not really mature and they have nothing better to do other than to just bother people. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know. I don't know what goes through someone's mind when they do that sort of thing, because I don't know if I run the server on a volunteer basis, like it's my own money paying for it. Also, the staff are spending their volunteer time helping everyone else, and just going through. It's hard for me to understand the mindset of trashing
city and raise you one station.
Trashing on other people's experience on the server, when you know it's provided to you for free. Like that's, yeah. So yeah, the way it is, I guess. Okay, so there's our cattle train. It's gonna make us more profit. We're still at 284. I'm starting to think I want to... Oh, you... God damn asshole. So yeah, the competitors decide I want to go into Idaho Falls too. So that kind of blocks me off from this grain train here. I'm gonna see if I can... I guess I have to build our station over here for a grain.
Oh, silly me. I've gone and built a station in the same city as you.
That's not a city, you silly person. That's a grain farm. Get your wording right. So I have to, unfortunately, bridge over, which is not great, but... And for this... I guess I'll just link up with... Well, The thing is, I could just go... There's no real need for this train to go through the wood logging camp, but... I'm also thinking if I want to feed into Salt Lake City, I could have wood trains go down here. The problem is the trains coming in up here would have to stop at this station. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I think I'll just do... Yeah, I'm gonna switch onto this track. Like this. Though there's a bridge there, which I'm not too happy with. Let's see if I can get rid of that. There we go. Okay, there's another bridge. Get rid of the bridge. I don't want bridges. There we go. It's a little better. There's still a bridge. Okay, there's this bridge here, so I can't really do anything about that. I think I will double this track. I need some more money for that. So I'll do that in a sec. I have to also figure out how to get this track over here to go all the way there, which is going to be interesting. I might have to do maybe a switch here, and then I'll have another track coming out this way. Because there's not enough space for a switch right here since the station's right here. Actually, let's see if I can do that right now. Let's get rid of these signals. And then pull this over, if I can. So now, if I put in the signals... Oh wait, no. I have to pull this track out. And then link it up. There we go. Fred says, make a fly junction. I don't know what that is. Can you explain? Do you want me, or is that like an overpass where the train goes all the way around and there's another bridge over here? I could do that too, but I don't have the money, and I think this is a better solution for now. A flyover, yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah. I think I did that in the last mission too. The black gold scenario. I did make a flyover for one of the oil trains. But it's a little awkward to do the flyover because the train coming, I guess, is westbound toward Idaho. If it needs to do a flyover, it would have to basically go curve in the opposite direction like this, and then do a U-turn, and then fly over like that, which is... That's a lot of track and a little bit awkward. And unfortunately you can't... I really don't like that you can't build crossover tracks. That would make things a little easier. Yeah, Fred, you can't... Unfortunately, I need enough space to go over the track, So I can't just have a parallel track go and then go whoop right across. It has to, that needs enough space. It needs to go out a bit, and then just to follow my mouse, it has to go out to the left of this track and then over like to the right of my screen. So, and I don't have money or time for that, unfortunately, because, well, more so money, less so time. Like, maybe eventually we could build that if this line down to Salt Lake becomes a lot more popular, which it might. But for now, it's just going to this grain farm because we need to feed some beer into there. Okay, just make sure the signal's all good. Yep, well, that's okay. Yeah, so let's wait for the money to build me my train. This will be a freight train, so I'll need 60 whatever $1,000. We're still stuck at 284. It's not great. Oh, there's the quarter. Okay, so actually this thing only updates every quarter. So, oh, that actually makes it interesting. I need to... It's only updated every January, April... What is it? June, May, June, July... July? Wait, that's not a quarter. Let me just think here. April, May, June... okay, that's the second quarter, and then July, August, September, and then October. Okay, so I have to... I only have... Because this goal is at the end of 1872. So, oh, it's actually still running. So I actually only have... Oh shit, I only have... Crap, it's already 1872. So I only have a couple quarters to really fix this. Crap. Okay. This is bad, actually. This is actually really bad because... Yeah, I only have this quarter, next quarter, and the quarter after. So 3 more quarters to get this goal. If I don't get this goal, I lose the mission. And I don't think you want to see that. I don't want to see that. Oh. Shit. Craptacular. The thing is, I don't know what else to expand to at this point. We could go down to Salt Lake, maybe. We could add more freight trains, maybe. I don't know if they're totally full. There's a cattle train there, and there's a passenger train. They're all making money, but maybe not enough. Yeah, actually, there's no trains on over here. I think there's a... You've got a gap over here. Okay, there's our freight train. Okay, I'm going to build... dear, no, I don't want to set up a new line. Panic. Let's get an express train first. And then I'll clone a freight train behind it. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. So now we have 5 sets of trains. So 10 trains on that line now. Crap. 800,000 in profit? How do you do that? Okay, now that's accepting vegetables now. So is... Actually, this one's accepting fruit. There's a fruit stand way over there, which I could try connecting to. Problem is these 2 cities aren't growing very much. Panic. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose a scenario. Let's get... screw it, we're gonna get... yeah, get passenger prices. Increase those passenger prices so we can milk as much profit as we can here. The thing is, it says profit, not revenue. So also reducing costs would also help in this, I think. Let's take a look here. Do you accept milk? Nope. Do you accept milk? Nope. Okay, so milk is out of the question. We could connect down here for some sugar. Sugar. Yeah, let's connect the sugar line and get that, connect that up to Billings. Yeah, because this Billings does accept sugar right now. Milking cows and passengers, yeah. Okay, let's save the game because I feel like I'm gonna lose. Okay, so let's build a train. Actually, we can build it like this, next to this sugar farm.
Oh, silly me. I've gone and built a station in the same city as you.
It's not a city, silly woman. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this station alone. I'm gonna try to build... I'm not gonna have the trains pass through. I'm gonna have a separate line for this, I think. So, what I mean by this is, I'm gonna connect... Let's go this way. I'm gonna follow this contour. And then we're gonna go... Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go like here, and then... Maybe not like that. Maybe... Could actually probably go even closer. So I'll start off with switching onto that track. Maybe straighten that out a little bit. Yeah, I could make it all one line, but I'm worried that the sugar... I guess I could. The problem is the cows might not be able to... Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. So let's redo this. I'm gonna... Ooh, that, that makes no sense. So we're gonna have to redo these trains a little bit. So we're gonna do this. Now the problem here is we need to double this track, which I don't know if I should be spending the money for that. I'm going to cheat a little bit and divert this track just slightly out of the station, like this, so I don't have to pay the 40,000, or 60,000 I should say, to upgrade. And we'll just expand this like so. Give me money. Nope, that's too close. There we go. Okay, let's put our signals in, which should be actually pretty straightforward since we already have that part signaled. So like this. Use the control key. It's actually off center here, or not aligned. Could probably add one more. Can I not build a signal there? Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So there's none of these trains coming back will stop at Lee Cattle because that makes no sense. Why would you ship cows to a sugar farm? Unless they want to eat all the sugar. And now we have to modify the trains. Where are you? And we'll change the routing. And actually, I can use... There's also another tool I learned in the last scenario. You can actually copy the itineraries of the existing trains. So there's this copy rail line button up here. I click this. And then if I find the other... Where's the other Moo train? This guy. I go into set up rail line and then insert rail line. Oh, what the hell is this? Increase the time passengers in cities wait for trains. That's a good one to get. No, don't. This is mine. Mine. Give me it. Give me it now.
Look out. I've still got an ace or two up my sleeve.
Okay, so if I click, before I was rudely interrupted, if I push insert rail line, it automatically updates the itinerary, so. But we definitely need probably 2 more freight trains at least on this line if we want to keep delivering sugar and moo-moos reliably into Billings. So we'll watch for that.
Oh, what do we have here? Looks like the plans from your development department.
Okay, so she is stealing my stuff. Don't like that. There's our first train in delivering our sugar. We're loading it up right now. Take a look here. So the quarter hasn't ended yet. It's gonna end in the end of June. So we'll get us update on how we're doing. So random breakdown. Okay, let's clone this train here. You can see the second train coming in right now. So what I'm hoping, okay, so this is good. So there's not enough sugar getting shipped out of here. I think maybe the competitor might be taking some too. So this train's gonna stop at the cattle farm and load a little bit on a little bit of moo-moos on there, so that's good. And this one's actually totally empty. So maybe I'm gonna wait a bit. I think there is room for a fourth train on this line, but I think I need to space out these trains a little bit. So I'll wait for these guys to head into Billings before I do that. Okay, it's July. We went down a little bit. We're at 374. Oh goodness. Okay, so if I fail this chapter by the end of this year, I think I'll take a break then, and then we'll come back and redo it. But I mean, it's okay when we fail. We can always try again, at least in this situation. Okay, I'm going to clone. Let me just wait here and see. Yeah, this train's actually at the supply tower. Let me go build another supply tower here. I think we could use that. And then I'll wait for this train to run into Billings. Also, we'll start upgrading like crazy. I mean, it's part of the learning process, I guess. Okay, I think it's time to clone. Where's the sugar train? It just arrived? Where is that? Oh, there it is. It's being serviced right now. Let's clone another one here. That's going to take some sugar. Thanks, Pine, for the support. Okay. Is there anywhere else? So we got 4 trains on this. Is there anywhere else we can expand to? Because Billings is growing. It might grow to the point where it could start accepting milk. And there is a dairy farm down there. There's also this fruit stand, which we could connect to Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls is actually doing very well. I'm actually surprised there. Could also connect some cattle, and oh, there's actually some corn too. We could connect that up to Idaho. Actually, that's a pretty safe route. You know, there's a bit of a mountain there, but that's a pretty safe route to do. Okay, we're already in August. I want to try to get this because the last quarter is going to start in October. So we need to get our lines set up by then. Otherwise, we might miss out on some profits. So I'm going to actually start building out some of these lines. Let's start off with... I can actually start with the corn because I don't think corn is actually
Your additional
being...
station isn't going to affect my business.
Maybe that was a mistake. I could have maybe gone with the cattle, because I know... Because right now the corn's being shared with my competitor, and that's not so good. I should also consider upgrading this station. Let's go... Guess we'll do that. And also I need a maintenance yard too, which is annoying. Okay, let's see, how much for this track? Let's take a look here. Which track is it on? Okay, over there.
Look, one of your trains is broken down.
Oh no. So 50,000 for that track? Well, wait for that. What train broke down? Stevens Estate Gardner. Oh, because there's no maintenance yard in Gard... No, there is a maintenance yard in Gardner. What are you talking about? Why is that in bad condition? There's a supply tower over there. Why did you break down? That makes no sense. Okay, let's build a track. Also, I'm actually going to build a supply tower after the locomotive. So let me see. Okay, I have a pretty new rail line here. Let's build that corn woo woo. Freight only. And I have to wait. Let's wait for the money. I don't think I have quite enough yet. No, don't stop. Don't start losing money, jeez. Why am I not making money? Still stuck at 65, 67. Okay, screw it. Let's, no, I don't want to, no, not this one. Use this line here. Where's my line? Shoot, okay, lost that one. Okay, so Baldwin. Magic trains. Pine says, what do people and trains have in common? They randomly break down. I mean, you could say that for any machine, I guess. Computers? Oh yeah, they randomly break down. You don't know. No one knows why they break down. Okay, so there's the corn train. I think the next one will be the cattle. I could also double up this grain train too, because I don't think we're delivering enough grain into Gardner right now. Let's take a look. Grain. Yeah, there's not enough grain coming in here. So we could clone this guy. See if we can get some more money from that. Pine also says, also you can ride both of them. Yes, indeed. Let's clone that guy. Okay, we're heading into October. This is the last quarter.
Ha! There's space for my station here.
And I don't think we're... yes, bad Pine. Bad, very bad. October 1st. Yeah, no, we're still at 408,000. So if I had more time, I think this would have gone well, but I don't think we're going to win this part here, which is unfortunate. I think that maybe, I think next time, after the break, when we start this scenario, I think I'm going to focus first on this part here. This part between Billings and Miles City. If we can focus on that, get the grain and beer flowing, and then we can figure out how to connect the cattle line. Connecting the industries first seems like a good strategy. But unfortunately, around Miles City, there isn't very much to go around. Oh, hey, TCTC. Basically, we are failing because there's a goal very early in the mission that says by the end of 1872, you need to achieve a quarterly profit of $800,000. And so far, the last quarter, I've only done 400,000. Actually, here's a weird question: does that also count purchases that I do? Because maybe that might have. Let's take a look here. Income. Expenses. That's not it. If I don't buy anything, if I don't buy any stations, don't buy any locomotives, don't buy any tracks, does that count toward it, maybe? I think by this point it's too late to start setting up new lines because they won't be profitable by the time the quarter's ended. So I'm actually going to try to not touch anything and pray, I guess, that I make enough money. But I have a feeling we're not, because I'm not even making 800,000 right now. The money is pouring in. Yeah, this second goal right here is pretty nasty, because after that point, then you have like a whole leeway just to build this attraction in 1875. So it's a little weird for me that they've put this goal so early. It puts a lot of pressure at the beginning of the game. And even these other goals here, like I've already transported 4,000 passengers, almost 1,000 freight cars. Like the rest of the mission seems really easy in comparison. Yeah, that's very odd. Very, very odd. Okay. Alternatively, when we restart the mission, we could also choose a different, you know, like at the beginning of the game, you can choose what kind of personality you are. So we chose the general because we wanted cheaper tracks, which is pretty useful. But I'm wondering if the other, actually, we might actually switch to the lady, maybe, because one of the goals is to. Actually, this goal here, 1885, is pretty nasty because you need to achieve quarterly revenue of 2 million. No, I can't buy that right now. For just transporting mail. Though no, actually, but her bonus is only for passengers, so actually that might not be too useful. I don't know. I'll have to think about it during break. We're approaching the last year. Or last month, I should say. And it's hard to see what our profit is. Is there a stat on here somewhere? Company value, quarterly report. It does show me my income and expenses. Oh, there's a number from last quarter there. Yeah, the income, it doesn't even reach 800,000. So, oh, check out the broccoli song. Okay, I will play it on stream, and we'll see. Okay, good game, guys. Actually, while I'm waiting for my eventual demise, let me go find that broccoli song. Let's pull this up here. Oh, it's actually a music video. How can I set that up? Oh, I think I just lost money because I just paid some of my bonds. Hold on one sec. Actually, let me wait for let's wait for the mission to end before I go off and try to set this up. Please kill me now. Kill me now. I did not do this mission properly. Pine, is this song not safe for work, or does it have anything that might be I might regret putting on stream. December 30, 31st. Oh, no, it's okay. It's just jumped. It's just a dumb song. Okay. I'm okay with dumb songs. Scenario failed. There's our train wreck. Restart the scenario. Okay, I'm going to close this.